Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians and guests. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Gainesville's Tuesday, June 25th meeting at the Cade Museum. Please be sure to silence your cell phones. And if you're watching on YouTube, on Zoom rather, please register your participation by sending an email to info@rotarygainesville.org. To begin, Jeff Sims will lead us in song and pledge.
Good morning, Rotarians. Before we sing, thank you. Before we sing, please keep Gordon Hubble in your thoughts. He's in the hospital. He's recovering from sort of an emergency health issue. So we'll pray that he's going to be okay, but he won't be on the piano for a couple of weeks, so we'll miss him. Let's see, a key. I had known he was in the hospital. I'm not sure which one. North Florida, but getting out today. Okay, join me in My Country 'Tis of Thee. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountain-side, let freedom ring. Join me in the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jeff. Please remain standing for our invocation, which will be delivered today by Deborah Newell.
Look at all those wonderful smiling faces. And everybody comes together as friends and servants for our community. And that just does my heart good. So let's pray. Gracious and loving Creator, we are each in awe of your goodness and mercy. We receive your guidance and blessings when carrying out your precepts of loving you and our neighbors through lots of acts of service and the good of all concerned. We ask for continued wisdom from you as we enter into a new Rotary year. May our actions, thoughts, and deeds be based in truth and fairness. We thank you for blessings on the new officers and peace on them as they lead us into and through the coming club year. We thank you for eyes to see and ears to hear, as well as increased sensitivity to the needs in the community around us, that we may collectively serve and allow you to bless and encourage through us and the work of our hands. We give you the honor, glory, and praise in the name of your holy and precious Son. Amen.
We ask that guests and visiting Rotarians please remain standing. And Tom will be bringing around the microphone. Oh, nope.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. This is Lauren Elliott with the HCA. I am pleased to introduce my guest today, Laura Wen. She is with Galen College of Nursing, and HCA and Galen College of Nursing here in Gainesville have a very strong relationship. Welcome, Laura.
Let's see if I can juggle. Good job, bud. Joining me today is my beautiful wife, Crystal, my mom, Sally, and little Caden. And as you know, I'm a longtime member of this club, my dad, Doug. Thank you.
Hello, fellow Rotarians. Let's see. Very happy today to have my son with me today. This is Ethan Reinhardt, my son. He's just finished his freshman year at UF. We have our outgoing area governor, Diane Robar, who's a member of the Downtown Club. We have our incoming district governor, Mickey Ulmer, who's be here to do our installation, and our incoming area governor, Dorothy Zimmerman, from the Sunrise Club.
Thank you all for joining us today, and we hope you enjoy our meeting and come back and visit again. Now, it's my honor to introduce our president for her final meeting of her Rotary year. Please join me in giving a warm and heartfelt welcome to our president, Lynda Reinhardt.
Oh, Lord. Stop. You know, I've said it once before that you guys have been really good for my ego this year. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done. I'm going to start out this year the same way, or finish up the year the same way I started out, with a little year in review. So we can. Well, while he's working on the slides, it's just a cover slide. So I did want to start off by, there's going to be a lot of thank yous today, and a lot of people to recognize. So we're going to get through this as quickly as possible. But I also want to celebrate our accomplishments for the year. So just first to start off, there we go. That's the same slide you guys saw. Instead of kickoff, it's now a wrap up. I want to start off with the club meetings. I think it's really important. Leading a club this size does not happen. Leading a club of any size does not happen with just one person. It takes a village to get things done. So we've had 48 club meetings this year. I can't thank enough Lisa Mueller for all the programming that she did. We had some fabulous programs this year. We had Wes and Matthew and a slew of other people that came in regularly to set up, along with Naomi and Marie, who not only helped with the setup, but also helped with, greeting everybody, making everybody feel welcome, and then, of course, all the other greeters that assisted them. We had Brendan here day in and day out trying to make our video work and doing a pretty good job. Jenny, you guys don't get to see her, but Jenny's been online every single week, pretty much, helping all the people that are on Zoom feel included in the meetings and making sure that everybody gets into the meetings. Gordon, I can't believe he's not here. To thank him for his tireless effort to make sure we had music. And in fact, the way I found out that he wasn't going to be here today was because he was calling because he felt bad that he was not going to be here to play for us today. Pete, Tom, Brendan, all of our song leaders, Jeff, doing the song and pledge, certainly not something that I'm comfortable doing, singing and doing the pledge up in front of a microphone. Every once in a while we get a bad joke as well. So, what can we do? Lori and everybody for their invocations. David for desserts. Our dessert committee of one. Jason was supposed to be the chair of that, but he failed miserably. Who's surprised? Hills has been here. We've had fabulous catering from Hills every week. The folks here at the Cade, everybody that's helped with setup, breakdown, washing tablecloths, and most importantly, and I'm really sorry she's also not here, is our fabulous Sergeant of Arms, Colleen King. She's gone on vacation, but I certainly couldn't have stayed on track every meeting, and she ran it like clockwork, didn't she? We very rarely ran long over here. The other thing that we've been doing in our meetings is I've been giving out certificates to our speakers in honor of the Bread of the Mighty Food Bank, and stating we were going to make a donation. So at this time, I'd like for Patrick Dodds to come up and accept a check in honor of our speakers for today. Okay, so now on to some of our accomplishments. Oh, no, maybe not. There we go. Probably need to turn it on. There we go. Membership. We welcomed 20 new members this year. And again, Helen Gilstrom and Richard Allen. Richard Allen reached out to every single guest that came here, talked to each of the speakers, talked to people that emailed us randomly to share information about our club. And he has just, really gone the extra mile to make sure that we had, that we made contact with people that were interested in joining our club and growing our club. And then, of course, Helen coordinated all of our new member orientations and helped get people familiar with our club and welcome them in and kind of teach them the initial ropes. So I want to thank them. We did lose 3 members today. They rang the bell. We rang the bell throughout the year for those, and we are finishing out the year with 209 members in our club. So we're still a very strong club, even though we have had a few people move away or decide that that Rotary was not for them at this time. I also want to thank Jenna, who was our Avenue Chair for membership. She stayed on track with that, and John Graham coordinated all of our craft talks so that we could get to know those new members a little bit better throughout the year. Community service, it's what we're all about. These are some of the pictures from some of the projects that we did this year. We did over 25 community service projects throughout the year, which was pretty fantastic. We rang the bell for the Salvation Army. We did the blood drive. We built many libraries. We've got Marcia, who's here day in and day out with our reading safari. We cooked at the Ronald McDonald House, and those are just a few examples of some of the things that we did this year. Do-Goodery, we've heard about this. This is our club charitable contributions. These are some of the organizations that our board voted this year to support in some form or fashion, whether it was through providing supplies, funding sponsorships, or just providing seed money for various things. I did put up at the front, I received yesterday 2 letters from our scholarship recipients from the Education Foundation. They wrote some lovely thank you notes, and they're up there if anybody's interested to see them. Just as a reminder, this does show up on your invoice as club charitable projects. The default amount is $25 a quarter, but as a reminder, if you want to increase that, you certainly can. Just let us know. We did end up raising $23,610 in Do-Goodery monies that we were able to either put back into our community for various projects like these. Absolutely. Again, some additional thank yous for those programs that we do every year. Greg Young did the ET and VAM York Service Above Self Award that we awarded earlier this year. Scott Winsler and Bob Mounts and their team did a great job with our Ethics and Business Award that we presented. Maggie Combs, she does a fantastic job with our ROTC leadership awards and our veterans programs each year. Helen Kornblum and her team with the Middle School Service Above Self. David Nicholson and Cynthia Brochu, they got Ryla up and going again. We haven't had that in person for several years now, and so they revitalized that, and we're going to keep building on that for next year. Deborah, Guy, and Pizza Bill, Rye. One of the most challenging things one of the most challenging endeavors that we do, but so valuable for those kids that get to participate in that. I mentioned Marcia with the Rotary Reading Safari, Mike Conroy and your team with the Youth Speech Contest, always an inspiring program and an opportunity to listen, to grow our students. And then, of course, John Gregory with the Science Fair. We're not going to thank John for his poems, though. I'm just kidding. We love John's poems. Okay. Our Grateful Rotarians projects. Again, I want to highlight these because they are so impactful. And we've been growing these programs each and every year. Once again, with our Undy 500 drive, we were able to supply all of the school nurses, that's elementary, middle school, and high school, with underwear for the entire school year, as well as this year we were even able to provide additional funds so that they could buy other emergency supplies. So that was fantastic. For the Bread of the Mighty food drive, we set a goal of 36,000 meals in honor of their 36th anniversary, and we almost doubled that by raising the cash and equivalency of 59,859 meals. It was $8,476 in cash plus additional food donations. So again, such generosity that's so helpful in our community. And then our last drive was the Helping Hands Clinic clothing drive, and we collected cash and donations with about $3,500 in value for that clinic as well. So again, the generosity is just huge coming out of this club, and I thank you guys so much. Of course, our Wild Game Feast. This is our big event. As everybody knows, this is a collaboration between all 4 clubs. We changed it up this year and selected a Feastmaster from outside our club, Rory Kassaw from the Sunrise Club was the Feastmaster. He did a fantastic job. We had a record year for sponsorships, and we ended up with almost $180,000 that will go back into our community, either through some forms of grants this year and next year. We weren't expecting to raise as much money as we did, so we do have extra left over that Ryan and his foundation board will get to decide on how to utilize those funds in the next year. I'm not even going to try to thank everybody that's involved in this one, because most people in this room have some involvement at some level in the Wild Game Feast. So thank everybody for your efforts, whether you're coordinating something, whether you volunteer for a workday, whether you volunteer at an event, or even just buy a raffle ticket. It makes a huge difference in our community. I do have to mention, though, honorary members Bradley and Terry, who again, that feast would not exist without the two of them. They do such a great job taking care of that property. We owe them so much. And if you have not heard, our very own Matthew Brady will be taking another stab at Feastmaster for this coming year. So good luck. Sustainable Cambodia. We had a fun time if you were here at that auction. We raised $30,300 for Sustainable Cambodia. 100% of those funds will go towards the projects that our club leads in Cambodia. And if you missed it, you missed Nancy Hart and her cowgirl outfit, and we managed to sell a few cows as well. As a reminder, there are going to be two trips coming up, Rotary-led trips to Cambodia in November and February, led by Richard and Susan. So if you're interested, please talk to them. I'm sure they would love to have you go. It's on my bucket list to do it at some point. And then, of course, don't ever forget that it's never too early to start looking for auction items for our next one, which will be this coming year. Probably in December. I don't know the date yet, but we'll let Ryan bring that up. I do want to thank Elena Frazier and Richard and Susan for all of their work, along with their entire committee, because again, this is a huge event to pull off. And of course, we have fun. That's what Rotary is all about. We did 11 fellowship events this year. Some of the activities included touring the Ronald McDonald House. We did a wine tasting. We did a couple wine tastings. We did one in the meeting, and we had one off-site. We did breakfast at the Gainesville Opportunity Center. And last week, again, thank you to everybody that came out to the Fun and Fellowship at Cypress and Grove. Ryan and I really appreciated that. That was really nice. And then Patrick Dodds took the leftovers to Grace Marketplace from the food. So again, we turned a Fun and Fellowship into something positive as well. We also did something that was really important to me, was trying to bridge the gap between some of the other clubs. And we did 3 fellowship events in conjunction with the other clubs in Gainesville. Obviously, the Seafood Spectacular is led by our club, but it is a Fun and Fellowship for everybody that the other clubs help out with. And again, thanks you to Dwight McKee. I don't think he's here today, for stepping up and serving as our King Neptune for his 2nd year in a row. I don't know if he's doing a 3rd. Did you talk him into that, Ryan? No? Oh. We had a Rotary birthday party at first magnitude that we even had a member come who saw it on the calendar and came over from Interlochen to participate in that. So that was really sweet. And then we did a volleyball game at the beginning of the year. We had over 90 Rotarians and family members that came to that volleyball game. So that was a lot of fun. Foundation. This is where Mickey's going to get really excited. You know, we started off this year talking about, we knew we were this close to hitting the $2 million mark in all-time giving for our club. So that was my goal, is I wanted to get us over that mark. The other big thing that we wanted to accomplish was that we had fallen behind in recognizing our Paul Harris Fellows, which was a real disservice because this is one of our highest honors that you can achieve in Rotary. So, you know, we wanted to make sure that we got through that. Unfortunately, some of those, I really wanted to use this drive towards 2 million as an opportunity to really promote the foundation, promote giving, and make sure that everybody in our club recognizes what the foundation dollars do and how they can do it and work towards that their Paul Harris Fellow, whether they haven't gotten one at all or whether they're close to the next level. Unfortunately, Kim Naoni was our foundation chair and got relocated to Buffalo, so that kind of put us in a bit of a bind, but Jay Nordquist and Hawes Adams stepped up and got things going again. If you were here at our meetings the last couple of weeks, we have been trying to again start the education process, let people know where you are with your foundation giving, and start making those personal contacts to get ourselves back up to 100% club. We have received the 100% designation. But at this moment, we do have some members that are not Paul Harris Fellows, as I put up there. But 144 in our club is pretty impressive. We do have 11 major donors, 24 benefactors, 7 Bequest Society members, and I am very happy to report that we did hit the $2 million giving. So. Ryan, you're gonna shoot for 3? I mean, it did take us 100 years to get to this, but you know, 2.5. Okay. So, in summary, this is what we did this year. We had over 4,500 volunteer hours. We donated over $273,000. Now that does include the Wild Game Feast money that we went in, but again, huge. This is all that went back into our community. We did 24 service projects. 11 fun and fellowships, 48 club meetings. We supported 20 unique organizations. We had 2 inbound RISE students, 3 outbound. Again, we did this in conjunction with the Greater Gainesville Club. They partnered with us on one of these students. So that was, again, a great partnership for us to support more individuals. RILA, we ended up sponsoring 2. Our goal was to sponsor more. Unfortunately, we didn't get enough applications, but between all the Gainesville clubs, we've got 6 students going to RILA, went to RILA, they're at RILA, it's right around now, so it's happening. We did our promo video. If you didn't see the promo video that was on the PBS feature, it was fabulous. Please go check it out. It's going to live in perpetuity on the WUFT website, and it's a really great snapshot of what Rotary is all about. We got active on social media, and we had so much fun. So again, thank you for everything. You know, I said it at Cypress and Grove last week, that our club is so successful because we have so many people that want to do good. I've been president for a year, and I still don't know how some of the things get done around here. I just know that they happen magically, and it just gets done. And so if you have been doing something and I did not thank you, I'm sorry, but because I know that everybody in this club does so much and makes it such a special place, and I've been really honored to serve as your president this year, and I feel very, very blessed. So thank you all very much for a great year. Right, but now it's time to wrap up this show. So I'm going to bring Mickey Ulmer up, to begin our officer installation.
Thanks for inviting me to share this great meeting with you all. I've got to do this right there. Okay, wait, I'm going to move it so I can do this.
There you go.
A little taller than
Yeah,
you.
you are.
Okay, again, thanks for the invitation to come here. And I got to say, well, first of all, you know this is coming home. So, but it's a special invitation. It's a special feeling for me because clubs are the heart of Rotary, heart and soul of Rotary, and this club is no exception. Giving all of your members, as we have just seen, all of your members just amazing opportunities to unite, to take action, and to make lasting change throughout the world, in this community, and in yourselves. So I was brought here to do this, but there's a little piece of business we have to do beforehand. Excuse me just one second. Every year, the Rotary International President selects a theme. This past year's theme by President Gordon was Create Hope in the World. Lynda, he challenged you, and you have lived up to the challenge. So as your draws to a close, please take this banner and keep it as a memento of your club's regard and our district's thanks for a year well served. That's right. Glasses. Yeah, you can go sit. I got to tell you real quick. You'll hear more about the new theme, but I wrote this and we unfortunately do not have the banner today. I don't have my copy that I'm supposed to carry around with me, and Ryan's got his tucked away safely waiting for your first meeting, so you'll see it shortly. Stephanie Urchik's the theme for the coming year was announced, and she said, before I show it to you, I want to tell you that color to me is the most important thing. It's so important that I'm going to tell you first about the color. It's powerful. First, orange for the shift of seasons and the primary color of change. Blue for knowledge, trust, and dependability, and inspiration for open communication. You know, she had me right there. But I'll tell you real quick, her theme is making the magic of Rotary. And she told this little story where that came from. She was in the Dominican Republic a few years back. Her club had done a big project for clean water in the Dominican Republic. You all have heard that that's a big issue, having clean water. They worked for 3 days setting up these programs that literally took in bad water and put out good water, clean water. And so it came time for the big demonstration in the media and everybody, dignitaries from the United States and from around the Caribbean, to see this project be demonstrated. And Stephanie's job was to explain it and be the MC. And there was a tap, and they put the unclean water in the filter system, and she was turning it on and turning it off and turning it on and turning it off. And the water ran free and clear and beautiful. So she turned it off for the final time and said, okay, now we're going to take questions. And a little boy came up to her and said, lady, make the magic happen again. And she said, right then was her aha moment. What we do, little and big, and some great projects that you do. What we do as Rotarians, day in and day out, is make the magic. Continue making the magic. That's what I've got to tell you about Stephanie Urchik. We'll talk more in a couple of weeks when I come back to talk to you. But now, Ryan, why don't you come up here? Did you bring your list with you?
Save me a trip.
I'm going to ask Ryan to now bring up his board of directors, officers, and directors.
Thank you, Mickey. Really appreciate you being here today. We discussed earlier where you wouldn't throw me under the bus for forgetting the flag, but I understand.
You've got a week.
All right, at this time, I would like to invite our 2024-2025 officers and directors to join me at the podium. Let's see, Treasurer Jeff Sims, if you could please join us. Sergeant-at-Arms Jenna Ostis. Past President Lynda Reinhardt. Director Dalton Baker. Director Rogers Bartley. Director Patrick Dodds. Director Guy Jopling. Director Amber Miller. I didn't see Amber. And Director Doug Wilcox. Not able to join us today is President-elect John Thomas and Secretary Jay Norquist and Director Amber Miller.
You stay here, but you don't have to raise your hand. Incoming officers and directors, you have been elected to important positions in the operation and administration of the Rotary Club of Gainesville. This is an indication of your fellow Rotarians' esteem and a confidence in you. They believe you will uphold the traditions of your club, you will support Ryan as your club president, and you will give all you can to serve your community and to advance the object of Rotary. Please raise your right hands and repeat after me. Not you. That's good. I state your name. Will fulfill the responsibilities of my office in the Rotary Club of Gainesville to the best of my ability and in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws of this club. Lower your hands, but stay there. Ryan, step over. And now you, sir. The members of this Rotary Club have selected you, Ryan, to guide the club's affairs during the coming year. You have been entrusted with an important yet exciting responsibility that will help shape your club's future. This is your opportunity, along with your board, to make your club shine, to reach new heights, and to accomplish great things. This year will be the best year of your Rotary journey. It is your year to show the community and your fellow club members your vision of Rotary and of Rotarians making a difference in service and in fellowship. Being elected president of the Rotary Club by its members surely is an expression of their confidence in you. Now, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Brian Thompson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of president
that I will faithfully execute the office of President
of the Rotary Club of Gainesville,
of the Rotary Club of Gainesville,
that I will, to the best of my ability,
that I will, to the best of my ability,
follow the Rotary four-way test,
follow the Rotary four-way test,
that I will give support and assistance
that I will give support and assistance
to the district governor
to the district governor
and to Rotary International,
and to Rotary International,
and that I will uphold
and I will uphold
the Constitution and bylaws of this club.
the Constitution and bylaws of this club.
Hand down. My fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends, I hereby declare the new president, officers, and directors of the Rotary Club of of Gainesville duly installed. Congratulations. It's yours, sir.
Yes, please. Have a seat. Rookie. Well, thank you all. I appreciate the opportunity and you showing your faith in me to lead this club over the next year. It really is humbling. It's been great being a part of this club, and I really look forward to what we're able to accomplish. President Lynda, congratulations on a terrific year. I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve beside you. I consider you a true Rotarian and valuable friend that we've become over the last year. We've had a lot of challenges, but you've continued to put the club first, and we've also had a lot of accomplishments. With the foundation, the promotional video, building the relationship with the other clubs in our district and our area, I really want to continue that momentum that you've given us. Because of your guidance and support and the support of the members of this club, I'm confident that we'll have another wonderful year to come. At this time, if you don't mind joining me at the podium, or lectern, technically. I'd like to present you is presented to Lynda Reinhardt with appreciation with fellow Rotarians for the dedication and service to our club president, President 2023-2024, Rotary Club of Gainesville. And one last thing, maybe more importantly, the highly coveted past president's pin. If I can get it out. Plan B, I'll just hand it to her. All right. Yes. I was going to close it up. Oh, you're going to close it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there is I got What'd you like to do? Here. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah,
you got
I got
the quote of the day?
I do.
Okay. You get that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, well-oiled machine up here. All right. Again, thank you, Mickey. I really appreciate you conducting the indication. Reminder, the speaker next week, Trevor Wise, directing manager of the Hippodrome. Let us know what's going on there. The quote of the day: tomorrow is the first blank page of a 365-page book. Write a good one. Brad Paisley. The drawing for Reading Safari is 420, 420. Do we have any takers? Giggity, giggity. All right. Thank you all. The meeting has adjourned.